All right, let's do this. What's up, peeps? Going to be using permanent mediums. That was just some Pentel inks. Now I'm just using a Sharpie pen. What's up, Sam? Couple days, couple days. Yeah, I've been busy making a short film, so I'm kind of like putting my head in like a director's mode. So I'm just kind of like doing this, but I should be. That's no excuse, to be honest with you. Honestly, I was just a little discouraged. Not many people were showing up. It's tough here on the tube of the U, but yeah, I just decided to kind of come in and we just do a little sketch here and try to get some peelings with this little piece that I'm kind of creating right now. I wanted to use a permanent medium, and yeah, but I appreciate you coming in. Hopefully, you can spend some time with me. But if you can only spend a little bit of time, that's cool too. Everything starts like this. Everything starts like this. Hopefully, yeah. Like it's tough because I'm just honestly, I was just kind of coming here because on Instagram, it's again a little bit interesting as well. but I do know when it comes to the tube of the Ube that it. I don't think they have what's the right word I'm trying to say? I don't think they have like this kind of search, this random search, so people could kind of randomly see what you're doing and whatnot. The only way that that's possible is if someone from the YouTube building kind of like stumbles upon this. But I'm also trying to go with this whole what's the thing I'm trying to say? This whole, as an artist, you just create. It doesn't matter the audience. So I'm gonna try to live that life, even though it does suck when no one shows up. But I only humans. Uh, or on IG, but I'm not here. Yeah, yeah, no, no, I feel you. On IG, the weird part about IG is like a lot of people don't get the notifications, and then on top of that, it's the time frame. Like some people are like, "Oh, I can." I started to see, I've been doing it what a couple of weeks, close to a month, and I've been keeping an eye on who's showing up, how many people were coming through, all that kind of stuff. Like I was contemplating if I need to go back to it. Like if I start to see growth, then what I would do is I would just keep doing both in reality. I'd just be doing both, and I should be doing both. So you know what, Sam? I appreciate you calling me out. It's not, but I appreciate you letting me know that you prefer Instagram. I just like I said, I'm trying to find out what works, what doesn't work, what's a good time, what's not a good time. So, you know, all that information you just gave me right now is definitely helpful. So, thank you for that. Right now, it's just me and you. And yeah. And chat on here was a wreck. Yeah, no, you know what? The first time, that was my fault because this is right now, I'm on mobile. I'm on mobile, so it's a little bit easier to maintain. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now is doing this art on the mobile just to see. It's a little bit easier in a sense of I can just go and get the work done, where I just don't have to do anything. But what you were experiencing was my fault because I was on OBS and I put my quick keys. So whenever I hit like S or anything like that, it would start and stop. So when I was like saving my work, it would just be ending the broadcast. So that's why it was like so messed up. So that was all my bad. But for this one's a lot easier. You just kind of come in, you do your thing, and then you just hit that live, and then I picked a little photo, and then that's it really. It's always my fault. And then the bullying begins. The bullying begins. Cyberbully Sam. You're not? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's what bullies say too, you know that, right? You're speaking the language of the bullies. The bullyings. The bullyings. Maybe this time I started. Oh, this time. Okay. But all the other time you not to start it. You not to start it. Gosh. Let me ask you a question, Sam. What is your feelings about the difference between platforms? So, like, what is the difference between Instagram and YouTube? Even though YouTube is like the video platform, how are you? I think the quality is higher here. Is it not? Is it in HD? Hey, what's up, Will? Is it in HD? Maybe yeah. Should I be using? Maybe I'll just use this, just a little touch here to see how that looks. Boop. For me, the difference is that I enter YouTube to see music videos and tutorials. Right. Well, you know what the crazy part is? Like this could be a live. Like the goal would be like this would be a live tutorial. But people tend to not really ask. Like what I should tell people is just like follow along, do what I do. Ooh, cooking tutorials? Nice, nice, nice. That sounds fun. What do you learn to cook? And what about you, Will? I'm asking people like, what is your feelings about the YouTube live to the Instagram live, and yeah, it's more easy for me to cook. I can't cook. I can cook, but I can't bake. I'm not really good with baking. Baking, I suck. Baking is like super tough for me. It's all seems to me. Colin, it does look clear here though. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's a lot clearer here. So because like with Periscope, it's a little bit like scratchy in a sense of like pixelated if you're not broadcasting on a iPhone, like cupcakes and stuff. Yeah, like I'm really bad at baking, but cooking I'm pretty good. I do have to say I am a foodie person. My family on my mom's side are a lot of them are cooks. So yeah, so when it comes to it, it's kind of good in that sense, right? Sort of. So right now I'm just kind of adding inks. This is a Pilot pen purchased at a dollar store. So a lot of these materials are pretty affordable that I'm using. Um, and I'm just kind of slowly adding more depth to this piece. And just in case for people want to know, because just like Sam was saying, she prefers looking at tutorials. So these are my little drawing tips. And yeah, just kind of slowly doing it. I picked yellow, definitely a light color to start with. And then I'm building my way up little by little. And just like real life, we gotta all learn how to crawl before we run. So you want to build up the same way. Taking notes, nice, nice, nice. So yeah, those are the materials. Like you can go in the dollar store and get anything. Like I'm always trying to tell people that it's not really based upon like the material you use. It definitely does help, but it's not a make or break kind of thing, if that makes any sense. And if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. But again, like I showed you, Sam, like if you look carefully, I did start with a box, right? You can still see the box. So yeah, so just in case people are wondering, you definitely see it. In the end, is the talent no talent. I only use pencil, but will eventually use others. Pencils is really fun too. But you know what, Will? You should try. You should definitely try some. I recently been using it. I'm pretty sure you guys saw it. Graphite, water mixable graphite from Stadler Mars. That is totally going to change your world, Will. 1,000%. Yeah, look great. Yeah, it comes. Went to Walmart, so this is it right here, right? So this is the Stadler Mars, and then it comes with a brush, and then you just add water to it, and it's like, ooh, did I say, oh, ooh, that's that's exactly how when I was playing around with it, I was like, ooh, I was like, fire, whew. Yeah, you should totally try it. It'll definitely help everyone have a little bit more confidence. And right now I'm using one of my, I'm an ambassador for this brand that I'm using right now, Artsy. Never seen them in shops here though yet. Um, Maybe you have to order it online. Try, but definitely ask the art stores. They probably have it. Hella funny. And that's, you know what, this is the reason. So going back to the baking and the cooking, like the reason um why I prefer cooking is because you're capable of kind of freestyling. With baking you have to be very precise. Like only the master bakers that I've seen, they're capable of kind of like eyeballing it, but for me I'm like, nope, I suck at eyeballing. Yeah, the measure. Like if you don't do it right, it tastes like dookie. Like you're just gonna be like, you're like, what was that? Chocolate chip cookies. Everyone's like, yeah, it's so good. Yeah, good. And then you're like, yeah, dookie. Ooh, see, look, I made a mistake, but it's kind of cool. Look at that. Bigger stuff tastes good. Nice, nice. So you can't do this in cooking. Oh my gosh, it's exactly. Tastes good, nice. It just looks bad. I always tend to make like my baking or just in general my food look like dookie, but it tastes good. It's like, what is that? Don't worry about it. Just eat it. I kind of like that, but we're gonna dry it off a bit. See, this is the cool part when I use like the Sharpies. So when I did my gesturing, the Sharpie, as you can see, is definitely staying within it and nothing kind of gets like smudged off or anything like that. So that's the cool part. And then even though it's still wet, you can still kind of go back into it. Like all of the other stuff is like ink based. But I kind of enjoy sometimes when I create art, I kind of really enjoy that grunge feel, like that sloppiness, kind of like that dirty kind of grimy, because it does have elements of expressionism and definitely a lot of elements of impressionistic works when it comes to like certain parts of it, and abstract, I guess, too. So a little bit of that, a little bit of A, a little bit of B. Um, Maybe I gotta add more color here. Yeah, totally get what you mean. Yeah, so that's one thing. Like when I went to school, I had I had a person, I had a friend or artist friend, I guess you would say. He used to like rub his work in dirt. Hey, what's up, Joy? See that? It's all working out. It's all coming together. Yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Slow and steady wins the race. That's what we learned from the turtle. Now I'm just trying to look at it, see what else I can do with it. I think I'm totally gonna add some splatters to it. I think that'd be kind of cool. And also like, you know, just have little scratches on the outside always helps too. See, stuff like that. Trying to make it look loose but tight at the same time. That's a little art terminology. And if you think I'm joking, I'm being dead serious. A tight painting, just in case people are wondering, a tight painting, because Sam is wondering because she's all about the tutorial life. A tight painting is when things are super super put together in a sense of like the blending. When you see a really tight oil painting is when it doesn't look like people are slapping paint on it. One thing I like artists that slap paint, where it just looks kind of like controlled chaos. And that's one thing I really do like about loose paintings. Tight paintings, some of them are really nice when it's like super detailed and like, you see like very, 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 very small, little white paint, but it's like blended in properly. The way that's what I like about it. Thanks, I appreciate it. Yeah, it's my Canadian accent. I sound like Drizzy. I sound like Drizzy Drake. That's how we all Canadians sound like. But yeah, no. So just in case people are wondering, those are the terminologies for today. Loose and tight paintings, kind of like the same thing as a loose sketch and a tight sketch. So a tight sketch is like you go in there and you're rendering and you're using your kneadable erasers and you're just kind of like going in there and you're really slowly building, but you're doing it very very tight. And even in a tight drawing, it'll look super realistic, but it looks like a photo, like super photo, and it's just blended to like perfection, and I appreciate that and appreciate the artists that do that as well. But yeah, it looks more artistic and creative when you, yeah, when it's slopped on. Right, right. Yeah, for sure. For sure, for sure. But the masters like John Singer Sargent, Salvador Dali, um, Michelangelo, Raphael, those guys, if you watch their painting and if you've ever visited a museum, you'll see that parts of it is very loose and tight and glazed. So it kind of comes with this levels to the game, right? So that's one thing that I can definitely appreciate. So that's one thing I love. So that's a little input on me. So when I create my work, I really do try to put those elements. So for those artists, hopefully, I don't know, because I made all of my live broadcasts unlisted. So if you ain't subscribed to me or you don't know anything about it, or if you don't have the link, so for the people that are in here, just like the nice three people that are in here, yeah, if you don't share it out, no one will know. It'll just be here on the U of the tube. But yeah, I'm just kind of slowly building this up and this channel, and I am trying to drop some knowledge, and hopefully people enjoy it. If they not to enjoy it, that I don't know what to say except for hopefully one of these days you'll come in, have a conversation with me, and I win you over with my charming tightness of the looseness of the chaos. Yeah. And what sucks too is like there's no, I'm listening to music right now, which is fine, but for the people that are in here, they're probably like, "Oh, I wish there was music in here. It would just be so much more lit." But unfortunately, YouTube does not allow it. They do not allow it in here. Thank you, Wilson. Look at that. I appreciate that. Wilson, you're a good guy. But you're not going to bully them, right? I never bully people. Unfortunately, Sam, on the other hand, is the real bully. As you guys can see, if you look at her, she doesn't considered backhanded compliments as bullying. But one thing about me is, I only took a semester of, I only took a semester of, psychology. So I kind of got the little fundamentals of the human psychosis. And sometimes what people don't realize is when you joke around, there's always some truth to it. And there's a lot of projection. You know what I mean? Sam, oh, right. I don't know. It could probably be another Sam. Could be. Could be. The Sam that I'm talking about is this individual named like Sam Castro. Yeah. She used to think that I lived in Seattle because she thought the CN Tower was the Seattle pin needle. That's the Sam I'm talking about. If you ever see her, make sure you stay clear from her. She might cut you up. What a coincidence, right? Stop it. And then here's another pro tip that I learned. They always tell when I was in art school, one of my favorite painting teachers used to teach me, if you want to look at if your artwork is good, turn it upside down because it tends to look fresher. You have fresher eyes because it kind of inverts in your head. And yeah, so pro tip, ladies and gents, pro tips. And another one would be carrying this in front of a mirror, walking up to it. You could turn it upside down if you want to, but look at it in front of a mirror because then it'll be reverse. Again, fresh eyes. That's the whole name of the game when it comes to art is you want to have fresh eyes. Hey, what's up? Camran Jackson. Hello, hello. You are new. I've never seen you here before. Welcome, welcome. Feel free to have a conversation. How did you find me? Let me know. Or have you been subscribed to my YouTube channel? Or perhaps maybe you know someone in here. Perhaps Wilson. Wilson probably shared it out. So I appreciate Wilson for doing that. Shout out to Wilson. You're an artist too. Cool, cool. Whatever you do, try not to self promote yourself, because it is not a cool thing to do here on anybody's broadcast. So that's one thing I do say. Feel free to come in, talk to people, enjoy your stay. Nowhere to go. I just want to love you. I keep on subscribing new artists. Cool. So how did you find my channel, if you don't mind me asking? Was I recommended to you? Did you see me from somewhere else? That sweet, that nasty, that gushy stuff. In the system ain't no tell'em. System. Pablo. Jean. Mommy on me. Can't take a little hands off me. And I wish I never met her at all. It's about to go down. Six bucks, Chris. You mean your little Chloe glasses? I was scrolling to watch something. Oh, cool. Well, welcome, welcome. Gushy stuff. I'm going to be trying to do as much live art as possible. So if you enjoy art, hopefully we will come back. That sweet, that nasty, that gushy stuff. That roll. Yeah, keep doing. I will. I definitely will. I've been live broadcasting on Twitter's Periscope for the past coming on to 4 years, but I think I want to stop and really want to build up my YouTube. Like, if the dream here would be if I'm able to build up the same community here on YouTube, that would be awesome. You plan, what are you going to draw? Do I plan on what I draw? This one, not so really. Like, I'm just kind of free flowing, if that makes any sense. That's where I first found you, Colin, on Periscope. And yes, you did. I do know that. It's dope that you are supporting me through all of the mediums, and I really appreciate that. Like, people may say that, but I really do, because you know, honestly, I'm doing it for all of those people. I'm doing it for Will. I'm doing it for that. So if I can pop off and become successful here, it's all because of that support right there. And hopefully people can help this struggling artist. And back to what Sam was asking. I kind of sometimes do. Like, I do love portraits. I'm just kind of like, I don't know what medium I'm not planning to use. I tend to just kind of like go and free flow, if that makes any sense. I like watch live art. I get a lot. Yeah, exactly. And make sure you ask questions. I am a professional artist. This is all I do, but I'm trying to really push it so that I'm able to come online, create the artwork. It's a bigger platform, more people to share it to. So that's why it really indulged into the team internet. So I'm like 100% team internet. Yes. So when it comes to what I pick, sometimes I will do something, and then if I'm really super bored and I'm kind of like, I need to mix it up, because people are always like, oh, that's all you do is portraits, or blah blah blah, and then I'll switch it up on them. Sometimes I might do a portrait, I might do a cat drawing, I might do animals, I might do cartoons, anime. Yeah, my whole goal is to make sure you, the audience, kind of understands that, you know art is art. Once you know that fundamentals, like I've been showing people, you're capable of doing anything you want. It all starts with those fundamental steps of perspective and perspective, line work, shading, all those things. And once you get all that locked down, that's it. Then you can do whatever your heart desires. Have you ever tried doing a zombie? Yeah, I've if you've seen I've done zombies actually. I've actually done zombies. I actually did it live on Periscope for Halloween one year. I did zombies. Zombies are cool. They're fun, you know. See, now we're getting into that griminess where things are kind of scratching in. I wish I'm probably gonna have to try to figure out how to get more water here without ripping through the paper. And I'm just gonna try to keep on scrubbing so that it kind of dumbs down the white and it kind of pulls out the colors and all these kind of things. So it's good. We are getting there, ladies and gentlemen. So I might even put some color like that. And then you just kind of scrub it off. Probably do. And then those little dots here, that's kind of like the paper rubbing off. Thanks for the Walking Dead I found, Colin. Oh, you found my Walking Dead? Nice. Well, they showed my work, right? They featured my drawing of a couple of the cast members that I painted, and yeah. So like I said, that's my Instagram, just in case people want to know. You can check out my work there. Yep, the Jesus one. Yeah, not no, they didn't do that one, but the Jesus one was kind of old. But I did do Jesus, Eugene. I did Dwight. I did Daryl. I did Rick, Michonne, Maggie. Yeah, it's good. The Fear, The Walking Dead digital. Yeah, they also featured the show, The Talking Dead featured my work as well. That was really dope. I was fan art of the week. That was sick. And yeah, that was dope. I like that. That was kind of fun, to be honest with you. When I got that message from them, they slid into my DMs, and I was just like, "What?" So yeah. So for those wondering, Chan listens to the DMs. And then one thing good about what I try to do here on my lives, I try to keep everything close to an hour, but slow and steady. That's what I do. But the more people, et cetera, the more fun we have, the longer I go. That's really cool. Yeah, it was all right. I can't complain. It was really, really dope, to be honest with you. It was really, really dope. But what kind of sucks is like how artists, like visual artists, like it's really hard for us to get verified because all of these social media platforms, they want you to be like a celebrity. They're like, we only do that if you're super well known, which is a bit ridiculous because I want to get verified simply because people steal my work. At least I can sit here being like, you stole it from a verified account, but they don't see it like that. They're just like, who gives a crap? Ridiculous and unfair. That's the internet. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. You have a gold badge, don't you? Yeah, but that's not verified. That's not if like Twitter needs to verify me. Like I've applied for Twitter verification and then they took it away. And then yeah, they did that. Kind of sucks. Ooh. Yeah, that kind of sucked to be honest with you. They gave me a gold badge. That I thought that was kind of like their verifying thing, but it really wasn't, to be honest with you. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Boop. We all get to be. Thanks for the thumbs up. Whoever thumbs upped it, you guys can definitely thumbs up it. It actually helps. Do you see low-ish art? No, I'm not really I'm not really big on here to know like the art community, to be honest with you. And one thing about the art community in general, and that's just like in the real world and even anywhere I've seen, even on Periscope and all that, they're very selfish. People are very, 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 very selfish. But I get it because as artists we work alone. So I get it. I get it. Like 100%, I totally understand why people don't want to have like this kind of strong community. But yeah, it's very bougie. So I kind of stay away from that. That's why I try not to be a part of it in that sense. I'm so anti. I'm such a rebel. I'm like I'm like punk rock when it comes to that. Unless if I respect you as an artist, then I'll do it. Like there's only a couple of artists that I do subscribe to on here, but usually they're all filmmakers. So it's kind of interesting. That's kind of how I do. It's kind of how I roll. And then also on Instagram and all that. So just in case people don't want to know, these are little tips that I learned. Do you draw on a digital media? Yeah, I do. I'm also a Corel Painter master. Oh wait, I do have it here. Yeah, I was also selected this year on Wacom Next Level. Just in case people don't know, if you don't know what Wacom is, the drawing tablet, they featured my work, and it's actually on a tour. That's my work right there. Colin Chan, that's me. That's one of my digital paintings, and if you guys can go look that up too. I'm a Corel Painter master as well, so if you are using Photoshop, the other platform would be Corel Painter, and that's what I usually I mix both Corel Painter and that. Check out Colin's Insta. It's all there. Yeah, thanks, Jay. Will appreciate that. Jay, I'm gonna once I finish this broadcast. Oh wait, I think I could do it here. Let me see if I can do boop. Uh, oh, I can't. I'm gonna try to turn Will into a moderator because every time I'm on here, he's always here. So I appreciate that. Give you the ability to kind of like say things like that, let people know like don't self promote, and then you can put people on timeout if you feel, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, yeah, definitely check me out. Like I said, I'm a full time artist. I don't do anything else. Starving. I'm hungry. I'm here. Yeah, well, no, no, thank you, Will. Like, I definitely like you always show up, and I always appreciate those who do that. So I kind of want to do that. See, all is on the IG. It is. I appreciate that. I am always on the IG when it comes to that. I'm trying to get. I'm really trying to get Insta famous, but I think it's not happening because I'm not twerking. I think because I don't show bobs, I don't show face, I don't show, cheeks, I don't show, all that good. And I think people, the ladies and the gents, because I don't discriminate, they probably sitting here being like, we need more of that twerk, 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 twerk. And I'm just kind of like twerking with my work. What gross twerk. Hey, have you ever seen I try to make my art pop. I try to make my art pop, but on Instagram it seems like you gotta make you have to make more more than just your art to pop. If you want to pop off, you have to you gotta give the people, the young kids, hope for the future of twerking for the gold medal. But I'm trying to keep this also family friendly with my work as well. So even kids could come into my broadcast, check it out. Um, you know, so like Will can have his kids and watch it, and they can enjoy it. Become the modern day Bob Ross. That'd be dope. I'd be like that Bob Ross that also like makes artwork and not artwork, makes films. I'm that kind of Bob Ross. But I wouldn't call myself Bob Ross. I'd probably call myself like Bobby Rose because you want to be cool with the kids. So you want to try to say cool things like Bobby Rose. So as you can see, I'm slowly building up that grunge, filling it in, trying to get it a little play with the chateaus. Now I'm telling people like this side is dark, light's coming from here. I mean from here. So all of this is going to be gradually pushed over. What is your age? Got curious. I don't ever tell people my age. That's the crazy part. I allow you, the audience, to kind of guess. Boob Ross is a good man. It looks so simple when he does yeah, when he paints. That's why he's a master at what he does. What I try to tell everyone is I'm ageless. You would never know my age because age doesn't matter. But somehow in our society, age does matter. Sorry, my bad. I always wonder that too, Sam. Come on, I suck at guessing age, mans. Well, let me ask you a question. What will age say? The only thing age will say is how long an individual has been doing their work for, perhaps, right? Right? Maybe, right? Yeah. And yeah, to me, I'm just kind of like one thing that I don't like about society is how we celebrate a lot of young people success and we try to put that on a pedestal. And I kind of don't want that to ever occur. So if I leave age out of it and I tell my audience, hey, just keep doing it, right? Yeah, I wonder how long it took to get this good. I can tell you, like I said, 10,000 hours. It takes 10,000 hours to master anything. And once you master that, it takes a lifetime to try to get that masterful work into timeless work. So you can be good, but it's that timelessness that we're trying. DM with your age, I won't tell. Only my real homies know my age, and it takes a long time before I trust you because I've trusted some people with that information and they didn't break the trust, but then we're not friends anymore. So at any point I guarantee they'll come out. But hey, you know what? I'm the age that you want me to be. I'm like Peter Pan, ageless. I'm like Michael Jackson, all right? Ageless. But what we should learn is just like life, we gotta build. We gotta build. Okay. Sam, are you trying to date me? Is that what you're trying to say? Sam? Are you cheating on your man, Sam? Or your woman? Huh, Sam? Don't be doing that. Family. Huh, what? That was hilarious. What? Now we're coming back in with the yellow, trying to make it pop. You're killing me. You should do stand up. Everyone says that, but I'm trying to explain to people like Canadians, we're funny. Like people may not believe it. We got jokes. Like we're pretty laid back. We're close to like Australians. Like British people, they have like the dry humor, but because we're Canadian, we're also kind of run by the Queen as well. We do have that dry humor as well. So we kind of have like the best of both worlds, to be honest with you. So right now you can see I'm just kind of putting back the yellow. It's kind of giving this puke green color, darkening it up, making it look presentable. I've seen that most of the artists are really funny. Are we? Is you know what it is? Because there's so much darkness in us. That's what I would say. It's because we all been struggling. We're all kind of on that like struggling artist thing, and then it's just like we start to look at life differently too because we are struggling in a way of like always being the outside of society's norm. Most artists, not all, most. And yeah, that's what I would say. see. Let's use this. Doom, doom, doom. So this is called pushing and pulling. So what I'm doing is I'm pulling out the art by killing the white, by pushing it back. And it also can have, you know, movement in the background. And then I will also use a bigger brush here. That really popped. Yep. And just remember that, pushing and pulling. Pushing and pulling. It knocks down the background, pulls up what's in the foreground, and dropping pro tips, ladies and gents. Pro tips, pro tips. And always trying to keep that directional kind of movement if you want. And then you can even touch back here and start to kind of bring in the blues inside. So it just kind of keeps it consistent with everything. So right now I'm just kind of freestyling this shading. I'm not using my reference anymore. And I'm just kind of just doing the Bob Ross, letting the paint just do its thing. Boom, 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 boom. And then if I feel like that's a little too pukey green, then what I do is I just start to pat it dry. And then it'll just start to pull. Add more tags. To my title or just in general? And I really appreciate you enjoying it. Like I said, not trying to sound cocky, but I'm just gonna humble brag in my title. I will. Yeah. So for those people wondering, like I said, I've definitely checked out the content here on YouTube. There are some savages that are unknown, and you're looking at one of the savages that are unknown. I am definitely a diamond in the rough, and I need you, the audience, to kind of share it out. But you know, some people they like to have this secret to themselves, right? Like it's like finding a band, and you don't want everyone to like jump on them, so they try to keep it a secret. But sooner or later, hopefully, someone in the YouTube office will check this out, see how, this is some content that definitely needs to be promoted. But one can only dream. I'll definitely add more to my tag. You belong to us. Keep doing. I will. Let me ask you a question, Cameron Jackson. What is a good time? Because I'm still trying to figure out what is a good time to do a live broadcast here. I want to be able to do it so that Will can come in, Sam can come in, you can come in. What is a good time to broadcast? And that's what we got. You got the humor to go with the skills, Colin. And I appreciate you liking my personality. I am who I am. If you met me in real life, this is what you get. Like, this is not a performance. I'm not an actor. I'm a director. So I just try to keep it as real as possible. So if you like my personality, then you came to the right place. If you like people who are sarcastic and don't take things too seriously, then you came to the right place. And yeah, I represent Canada. That's what I'm doing here. I am from Canada, where all of the great artists is from. No, but no. And also, if you guys really like the work, right, and you guys want another thing that helped and what kind of got other like how I got the people in the office of Periscope to take notice was someone in the audience started to tag people. This is a good time for me. Okay, cool. So 4 p.m. That's what I was doing before. So maybe I got to move my 4 p.m. Instagram time to here, the YouTubes. Yeah. Like I said, I really do love YouTube, but the toughest thing for me is trying to find the the time frame for everyone. Do I have Facebook? I do, but I don't use Facebook. I know I should. Like everyone keeps telling me I need to jump on Facebook Live. It's 10:30 here, Colin. So in Scotland, like it's 10:30. So is this too late for you? Like, do you think I need to do it earlier, Wilson? Let me know. 3:35 here right now, p.m. Okay, okay. So you are on the West Coast. So you're from Seattle. That's why you're probably thinking I'm from Seattle. I'm always up late, so it's cool. I don't want to be too late, you know. People do have lives. Wilson, you are way more popular than I am, so you know. Shut up. See that, guys? Is that bullying? You know, I'm just saying, is that bullying? Is that is that the bullying? I feel like that's the bullying. Huh, it's not. Did you guys see that? How she was like, it's not. I swear. That's how she's doing it. It's not. Yeah, it is. I hate you, Chan. Go to restream. There, you can stream on multiple. Yeah, but you know what though? Like, then I won't be able to see all the comments, right? And honestly, I'll be honest with you. I feel like Periscope's gonna die soon. Like, I think it's probably gonna end just like mine, and you know, it's Periscope's gonna die, but YouTube Live will still be around. So those who are following me on YouTube, I'll definitely throw on a couple. Like I do like the YouTube. I mean, not YouTube, Twitter, Twitter. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, like I wanna, like I can. The thing that you don't know is I can interact real good, real fast with the audience. Like really good. People get really scared how I'm capable of creating art and doing doing this talking to the audience and making art at the same time. People get really surprised how well I do it, and yeah, like I said, YouTube, come on, holler at your boy. Chan's here. So I'm just dropping in highlights, making it pop, adding in just little accents is what we call this part, just so that people can see how this is turning out. This is like usually the last part to it. I've been on here for about an hour, like I said. So this was an hour live art process. And for those people, like I said, 1 hour I can do this. I will love to challenge any other YouTuber out there to do 1 hour and use multiple mediums. And let's battle. Kidding, not kidding. Pop in the Colin tour. This is me. Look, listen. That's me twerking right there. See that? See that? That's me twerking it out. That's me twerking it out. Don't worry. I wish soon you will get 20K people watching. Then you won't be able to reply to everyone. Actually, I'm telling you right now, you'd be very surprised. You'd be very, 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 very surprised that I'm capable of. I will probably respond pretty good because with 20,000 people, 99.99% of the time they'll be asking, like 15 or 20 or 100 of those people will be asking the same things like, what is that medium? Did you go to school for art? And then you'll get the other people that are like, your art is garbage. And then you'll probably get other people being like trying to self promote, or you'll probably get other people that are gonna come in. Like like I said, I've been in, I've had a broadcast with 100,000 people watching, not at the same time, but yeah. You're a bully. I'll bully people there too. That's another thing I would do. 1,000%, 100p. I'll bully the people that are bullying me. But yeah, I can definitely I can do the do. Just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. That's all I'm asking. People will comment. Hey, and that's why I will have awesome people like Will and the cartel to come in and make them all into moderators. No worries. I'll be there to see you. And I appreciate that. I appreciate you coming in now and watching. It's kind of cool. Like you're giving me hope that YouTube is putting my videos in front of the right people. So shout out to YouTube for that. Get our cartel. And I already have a name. Look at that. We already have a name. We already have a gang. You know, I'm tired of all these YouTubers coming up with lame ass names. Like, come on, how gangster is the art cartel? No one got an art cartel. Gang, gang. That's what I'm saying. No one has gang stuff like that. It's not even a real gang, you know? It's just a community of enthusiastic creators or people who enjoy the creating. Gang, gang. You know? And then like I've already done collaborations with brands, so like they don't even know how I can paint and draw on their stuff. Like, could you imagine? I team up with like Nike or Adidas. You know, everyone's like Kanye West got some nice Yeezys. Y'all haven't seen the Colin Chan Yeezys, all right? They're called Cheezies, right? The Art Cartel cheese. That's what it is. I would do something like this on shoes, right? Not only if it's for cover, I'll even do it on high heels. And then for the ladies who want to learn how to do makeup, just imagine me doing makeup. Take that in. Telling you, I can cross platforms. I can do it all. I want zombie shoes, dude. That easy. Walking Dead should just team up with me, hook them up. Gang stuff, gang, gang. Like look at all of the famous YouTubers. They all have to hire out designers to do stuff. They all have to hire out, and the ones that design themselves, kind of crappy. And I get it. They're gonna be like, but we're not artists. Exactly. Just imagine an artist doing it. What? That's all I have to say. All right. Enough humble brags. Enough humble brags. Kind of dookie. Nah, fam, it'd just be green like this. It'd be like the other side of the dookie, you know? When you know, there's a, when people say they do a number one and they do a number two, and then if you do like a number five, you know what I mean? Like that's number five is like food poison. Just imagine that. Just take that in. Just take that in. All right, it's coming close to an end. I just gotta put a couple of cross hatching here. So it kind of shows you directional plane changes. Yeah, original piece of art right here. That's what I'm saying. Twerk, 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 girl. Twerk, 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 twerk. So again, ladies and gents, this broadcast is going to be unlisted unless if you guys share the link. All right. So that's just for, and I'll sign it right here. Whoop, whoop. So for anyone that is looking for more broadcasts, but they can't find it, is because I have them on private. So if you're not subscribed to me, you won't be able to see it. If you guys have any recommendations of, you guys are trying to challenge me, feel free to try to challenge me. Let me know what kind of medium you want to see, and then I'll show you what I can do to do. All right. All right. So I'm just going to darken up these eyes here. Well, this is lids. And that's it, ladies and gents. That's the piece that I created today. To go over all of the materials again. So I started with a Pentel ink brush. I had to wrap it because it was leaking. And then I was sketching with a Sharpie. All right. And then I even used a Sharpie brush as well, permanent stuff. And then I used a Pilot, a dollar store pen. All right. Going to share on Facebook, but I think they won't understand you because they speak Spanish. Well, hola, hola to all the Espanol speakers. And then I used the Kuretake Aqua Brush Pen, and I also use a no name. Oh wait, is this a Holben? A Holben brush pen. So this is just water. And yeah, that's it. So that was my materials, just in case people wanted to know. If they speak Spanish, tell them they're more than welcome to come join my broadcast too, because it'd be sick if you come in and translate what I'm saying. That'd be dope too. But I think art definitely transcends language. I think if they want to know who I am, they can ask, they can talk, and then I have you, Sam Castro, to show. Um, so I think it's like buenas noches. I think that's good night or good evening. I don't know if I'm correct or not, but yeah. So come join. That's it, ladies and gents. This is the piece. I'll be back tomorrow. I will do it around this time, so around 4:30 ish. Hopefully you guys will join me. That's what I'll say. Yeah, you're right. Thank you. Thank you. No, thank you, Will, for sharing. All right, guys. So have a good one. I love you all. But wait, let me see if I can first change. Oh no, I can't. Can I do it this way? No, I can't. All right. So, guys, I will thank you again and see you tomorrow.